Shalom. First and foremost, I give all praises to the Pope, the Power, Hashem Shai, Hashem Crash, Call Hashem Shai, Hashem Crash. That's the nation Hebrew saying all praises to Yahweh in the name of Shai, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Yahweh is the correct name for the God of the Bible, who the world ignorantly call Jehovah, God, or Yahweh. His son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai, for the world ignorantly call Jesus Christ. The true name for the God of the Bible in the Hebrew is Yahweh. His son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. I want to give the honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And shalom to all our brothers and Modi, push the sword in sincerity and in truth. To all that believe in this gospel, shalom. Brothers are from Camp James, Jamaica. This one has in the entitlement, all we have is hope. On the medicine, there's nothing else. That is written, had not been the Lord who was on our side, when man rose up against us, they would have swallowed us up quick. Alright? So it's a hope our have. Right? Keep us lively, keep us, keep going. For those who truly understand what's going on. Because the scripture said, whereas there is no vision, the people perish. And that's what can cause a lot of people to lose it in the times to come. Because all the hope that they have will basically be removed. And what's going to be removed from them is the fake hope. What they had wasn't true hope. They had an expectation within the society, and that will be removed from them. And then once that is removed, they will start losing it. But us, the hopeful elect, what we had, or what we have, is true hope. And a part of it is even, the expectation that this society, where people trust in and hold dear unto them, will fall. That's a part of our hope. So even when it collapses and people start lose their hope, that's supposed to even build our hope more. Is it no pun intended? Right? But if you're supposed to, like you see, most of hope more high is the situation that we're in. We're an enemy's line. When you look upon our nation as a people, lost, dead, as the scripture says, he that wandereth out of the way understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. And that's what they are right now. And what can bring them back to life? If it's not for some divine intervention, if it's not for Yahweh Hashem Shai, what could get us out of this situation? Because we have seen a lot even tried and failed miserably, and then they try from back then. Because was it Gamaliel in the book of Acts, him come out and him give him 2 cents. When him saying come and him list out 2 set of man. But basically them now be revolutionaries, the freedom fighters, the man them want to fight for so-called justice. You see me? But then so like right, man where they fight for come out from under the Roman captivity, but then they fail. In our time span in Jamaica, that is, because we have others over other territories in the world. In Jamaica, we have man like Sam Sharp, Nani, which them say some of the story them up and you can't really validate them. Paul Bogo, Marcus Garvey, people that have tried to fight for so-called freedom, and all of them dead and buried. You see me? Get hang. We call them heroes today, national heroes, we celebrate them as. But them come, them try, and them fail, and them dead. But as it is written, we are yet this day in our captivity. No change. We are still slaves. You see me? So them dash them life for nothing. Because at the end of the day, they try to kick against the prick. The scripture did warn us that we have been sold unto our enemies for bondman and bondwoman, and the man never redeem us. His word by, but he go back to redeem. You see me? But what? I'm not going to say me the devil dead, you know, without the spirit. Moon will try, you know, kick him to a crack of face too. You see me? Right? But at the end of the day, yo, them fail. Everybody try, fail. And back then the so-called white man, it wasn't nowhere as powerful as he is today. And we never as weak as we are today. You know, no, the way call it now, the playing field is so far, you know, things uneven, you know, and 0 and 11. Right? So now today when Esau even nukes, I'm saying Esau, I'm referring to the so-called white race. You know? Them have nukes, them have the best gun, them have war jet, them have tankers, them have ship. Oh yeah. You know, see how easy they're running from Venezuela. You know, see what they want to do with Cuba. Imagine in Jamaica that. Right? And the reason I refer to Venezuela and Cuba is because these are territories wherein the tribes, you know, the tribes of the nation of Israel, they dwell. But the point is that when the so-called white man wanted them known, there is no might in our hands, as it's written. Go back to the curses. There shall be no might in thine hand. So we can't do nothing about it. Like Iran, this was, you know, get linked from China and Russia and Turkey. You see me? To defend themselves. And them themselves, they have certain level of might already. Alright? We know nothing. Physically, that is. The only thing we have is the greatest thing ever, which is hope in our power. The power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, as written, I will. You know? Yahushai said, "I hold up by him right hand. Him go help you." Yahweh Shem Yahushai said that. He will be your defense. What else do we have? Nothing. You see me? Nothing else we have. That's why when he believe himself out the show, you see me, refer to us as faith-based Israelite. What the fuck else we have, yo? If I have faith or hope in an external force, you know, right? What we believe is Yahweh, we are Shai, and the angels that's written in the Bible. If I'm going to them here, what else could get us out of this state? You know, because you talk about Israelite communities, Israelite business. Everybody tried that back then too. And fucking failed. Sorry for my French. Wall Street. We speak about these things. As soon as Jacob tried to build up on a level, there comes this crazy white man. I'm pounding them down. There's no might, there's no military, there's no strength in our people to defend themselves from Esau, yo. Esau is the modern day fear of the Most High rise up for that same purpose. So him can send him son Yahushai to take him down. You see me? And so Yahweh Shem Yahushai will be praised throughout all the earth. Our harvest hope in the scriptures. Look where the world will go. Even if you not look on the fact of the point of the people and you know the so-called white man, these Negroes, I mean I call the so-called white man Negroes, the needs of them, referring to the mindset, I plan World War III, thermonuclear fallout, you know, destroy us all. Them money I plan global famine, civil unrest, disease break out. Them money I plan for depopulate the earth. 500 million. Currently that 8 million, allegedly. No, he starts. You see me? How the hell would we be able to deliver ourselves from a nuclear holocaust, yo? Or a nuclear fallout? Where you know, so when a bomb drop on certain things, rise, tsunami, Jamaica was here. How would we be able to get out of that condition or that situation if and some man from outer space will come with some spacecraft to deliver we out? We need external force, so all we have is hope. Is when you really look on it, there's nothing else. There's no physical thing from this realm possible to deliver with or help the world in its current state. Nothing there. Is it? And if I say something there, you are deceived, you are deluded. And you will go out there with your arms trying to take back your communities or taking back your countries, and you're going to fail. Because even if you so-called have authority for yourself, when you pray the mindset of our people, they are far too gone. They're fucked up in the head. You see me? Man, I pray, man. When sometime I hear some fight between GXC, I'm like, what? You see me? That makes sense? Nobody know to take the law. You see me? Right? Because again, you all go back to the curses. You how about the curses them guys, even that Negro, Kanye West says slavery was a choice. And his excuse or his reasoning was because the slaves them do far more outpass the so-called white man. Is so why didn't they fight? They choose to basically remain in slavery. Or they choose slavery. That is his reason. But the reason why we were enslaved, the reason why we had no might, the reason why people feared the so-called white man, it all go back to the curses that are divine. When you look upon people, it's just something, no man, Jake and I said up here, hold them back. You know, somebody over them. It's the curses. When you try certain things, you just don't work out for you. While other heathens do it and it just, boom, gone through. So when you look on it, Eve, the situation what we are in right now, you see me? It's divine. And it's written, we are yet this during our captivity, we're subject to payments. We could be the tail. You see me? Them are gonna be the head. These nations, as soon as they come in our communities, they set up shop, things come out for them. We in our country here is like, for example, Jamaica, which is not our country, basically our Israelites, some fake Jews right now over there, so Tifo land and other tech territories. From the River Nile to the River Euphrates, so everybody over there Tifo land. You see me? And the whole world of it, by the way. It's written the earth was made for 6. But when certain legislation set up here, which is not Big Nose I do it, Big Nose is just an idiot to take, the front seat, right, and appear the puppet, make it look like an imam, make the legislation. But to set up certain business and stuff for you, when tax bleed, your regulations bleed you. But these heathens don't got you. You see me? So you recognize your struggle, which that is, the curse where we are going to struggle to do everything, Nothing will go work in our favor like that until the day your power God shall deliver us from this madness. That's the hope. You see me? That's the hope we have that someday, you see me, this madness in the traffic right now, nigga they behind me, most of fucking taxi man. They can't reason with that man. You see me, just how the fuck it's traffic. It's line literally up there so. But him believe saying go blow, make nice of people. No fucking reason. You see me? To show you. These things here are things were embedded in our people, level of stupidity, level of madness. It's written the most say strike you with madness. The thing say madness I just walk up and now and him out of garbage pan. No. When a man thinks him supposed to can take one next man girl and that's a thing to be glorified in, a madness that. When a woman thinks that she can basically be independent and not Tom, Dick and Harry, that is madness. Is when you think you're supposed to can worship a white Christ and that's good. That's madness. They believe in a Rastafarianism. Them things are madness, yo. Them fuck basic logics. But that's how people today. And we can't even, what we know is, me say, it's divine, the curses, and there's spirits out there blocking them from having simple understanding, But in order to survive here, you need your people, right? You need the nation, you need the woman. The woman gone to the devil. She buck out too, so you go build a nation. Right? When everybody basically follow Esau's rule, which is the devil. He's basically the role model for people fashion in life after. You can't take him down. So the only thing we have here is hope, and that's what the Most High. That's what the Most High wants us to have. As written, it is impossible. Anybody come to him, you see me, right? Without faith, it is impossible to please him. Faith is what? The substance and things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So it's things that are not physically tangible, we can see on this earth and touch and feel. Those are the things that you waiting for, you having hope for. That is true faith, and that is our power. Divine intervention. Because we're seeing every fucking body try something else. You see me? I must say it fears them miserably. Work out, so then you can't convince you to come over there with them no more. We have tried it and failed. So the only thing we have now we hang on upon as an hunger, of the soul, right, is a faith in your how about Shemel Shai, knowing that he will set things right. He basically is the one that's still in power, not no devil or rebel and causing all manner of evil under the sun. Everything is orchestrated by Yahweh, everything is controlled by Yahweh Shemel Shai. You see me? And with that faith, it will keep us. And that's the only thing, because any idea, that's what I say for true. And that's all we have. Because anything else will either make you unalive yourself, you see me, or just constantly chasing the cheese like a rat, on a treadmill, constantly going round and round and round. Or at least down ground carrot in front of you, find yourself cold and rugged. You see me, or still not have shit. Or you find yourself, losing your integrity, losing your dignity, right? Or still not have shit. Because never set how people receive none from this side like that, Right? People say what? People say seek ye the kingdom. You see me? And all these things shall be added on. Life of people is fucking difference. First, and all these things shall be added unto you. So in the kingdom of heaven, we'll get basically as written, we upon these promises, look for a new heaven and a new earth where there is righteousness. And no, I know nothing, brother. I know nothing. And that can only be established by when you how about Shemel Shai to the kingdom of heaven. He's the one that set up Esau. He's the only power that can take him down, and he's the only power that can, set us up. Without that, you see me? Let me sit down and cut your palm, Watching nigga do nigga shit. But, without Yahweh Shemel Shai, we don't have shit, You see me? Niggers. I want need him for the basically fix up people. Right? Because they're not dead and come back. So without that hope that's written in the scriptures of reincarnation, in the kingdom, then you don't. This society can continue with people like this, You see me? So I'm hoping this is edifying to look out there plus, exaltation to the hope, look out there plus hang on upon it. Because nothing else is there. Literally, nothing else now exists. Right? Nobody feels you being left out. Right? Or even second guess this shit. Because nothing else exists, so it's sense out there. You see me? We look how people them bugged out, them mad out, them sick in the head, literally. Fucked up. Right? The hope we have is true hope. Right? Waiting on our power is the only thing that can be done here. You see me? So let's continue to do exactly that. Waiting on our power,